So we've got a double bonus under us.
And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just give me some talking to the sun, and I
it's got freelancers on.
Just like the guy got to thank for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. So raindrops are falling on my head. They keep on. Sleeping on the job. Raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. But there's one thing I know. Meet me, won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. The raindrops falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. The raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. got his feet up too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. So I just did me some talking. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. But there's one thing I know. The blues they send to me won't defeat me. They won't be long till happiness themselves to greet me. The raindrops falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. The raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know. The blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness themselves to greet me. The raindrops falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. The raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
Yeah, stay on up.
Lighting circuit needs to be switched off. Switch to emergency lights. The lighting circuit is switched off. All lights are switched off now on emergency lighting.
Hello and welcome to the Regenda Group. Our offices are currently closed. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. Press 1 to make a payment through our automated payment line, or press 2 if your call is to report an emergency and your call will be recorded for training and monitoring purposes. Please hold and your call will be answered by the first available agent. Please continue to hold. The person you're calling knows you're waiting. Do not hang up or you will lose your place in the queue.
So great in the States that I wanted to come on Instagram and tell you myself that I'll be coming back in 2018. This
Hello, eventually. What time is it now? 34 minutes on the phone, I guess.
All I can do is apologise for the wait. We are extremely busy. How can I help?
Because you've not got live stream at the office to see what's going on there for customer service calls, have you?
Sorry?
You don't have any video live stream on your website for customer service calls to see exactly if you are busy at the office space, because it's only 10:57 PM on a Saturday evening though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So you're very busy at 10:57 PM on a Saturday evening, the 13th of February.
We've been extremely busy all day.
Yeah, but how do I know that as being fact, that you're being busy all day today? On a separate issue, can you send out an emergency plumber and electrician to check out neighbour, because she's decided to have another water leak through my ceiling space below at flat 1, and your M Y staff supposedly repaired that 1 or 2 months ago, and yet the repair's not 100%. The repair's not been resolved 1 month ago when it was promised to be repaired. There's still a leak coming through the ceiling. So do your staff know exactly what you're doing with regard to isolating leaks into other neighbours' home conditions?
Yeah, all of our staff are trained in the jobs that they complete.
They trained? Where have they trained from?
So we're an out-of-hours service. We don't train the staff ourselves.
Well, I realise that, but do they go to places like colleges, or for example, like 3 of my relatives are qualified builders and their home conditions explain the fact they qualified, so that's the reason why they're builders. So do your staff go to college?
I don't know, because we're the out-of-hours team. The main office deal with all the qualifications of our engineers.
Or would you not know yourself if they're qualified staff?
If the main office has said that they're qualified and they've got a job with M Y, then they will be.
Where's the certificates and names on the websites? Because I've got like a folder with my certificates and my diploma with my name on to prove that I'm qualified in what I can do. So what I need to ask is, are the M&Y staff qualified in what they can do?
If you need to find that out, you need to speak to the main office.
Well, can't you just send the qualification over in 2 or 3 minutes with the name on to prove they're qualified?
No, I can't do that, unfortunately.
Dear me. So what is the reason why the repair was carried out 1 month ago and it's not a responsible repair, it's still leaking? What's the idea in that?
I won't be able to answer that question, unfortunately, because I don't have access to the same system as the daytime office do. We're an emergency line for them. By all means, I'm happy to pass you over to my team leader who can answer more questions for you.
Right, 'cause it's not explained on your website though, is it? You've got rather glamorous home addresses on your website, and yet my mother's neighbours and the conditions here don't exactly look the same as the pictures on your stock photography website, do they?
As I said, we're an emergency out-of-hours line, so we are a different line to the main office.
Yeah, but why have you got glamorous, responsibly looking, proficient looking houses on your website, regenda.org.uk, and yet the houses here and the way the building works are completed here doesn't look exactly the same?
As I said, we're not the main office, so anything to do with the website will be taken up with the main office, not ourselves. We're an emergency line.
And can you send a plumber and an electrician out now, please?
Yeah, so in order for me to do that, I have to take some details.
What are the details?
Can I take your first name?
His first name is Gary.
And your surname, please, Gary. Okay. And his telephone number for yourself, please.
There's a contact number on caller ID you've got now. What I need to ask is, could you send a plumber and electrician out now to knock on the neighbour's door before she goes to sleep?
So in order for us to do that, we need to take a telephone number. We don't actually have caller ID for data protection purposes.
Yeah, but you've got my number and my email account on file, haven't you? Obviously, my name, obviously.
So as I said, we don't have access to the same account as the main office because we're an emergency line. What we do on this line is take the information, pass it over to the engineer, and get an engineer out to you.
So would you be able to send out a plumber and electrician tonight to speak to the neighbour?
So what I need to do is take your details, and then we can aim to get that done for you.
Yeah, but why do you need to take my details when your staff have got to be diverted to the neighbour at flat 2? The leak is coming from flat 2. It's not coming from my conditions.
Because you're the person that's reporting it, so we'd get an electrician out to yourself, and then we need to get the person from the flat where the leak's coming from. We need to speak to them and get their details so we can get a plumber out to them.
Right, so you've not got any, you can't access the details for the neighbour at you don't know who that neighbour is?
No, they have to call us to get the plumber out.
Yeah, but they're disputing there's a leak going into my conditions, even though there's a video gone out several minutes ago on Facebook. So the
Okay,
previously there was 4 videos gone out on Facebook, and the neighbour then disputes that there's actually any leak.
Right, bear with me 2 moments. Hi, you free to Chanel?
Who was speaking to? Chanel, okay. What I need to ask is, can you send out an electrician and plumber to...
Right, from what I've been advised by my colleague, it's coming from my flat above, is that right?
Yeah, but the repair was repaired a month ago, supposedly, and yet it's still leaking. So what I'm trying to say is your staff need to have a better idea on permanent repairs, so it's not meaning a yo-yo visit with more distress and more expense, which in the long term is more expensive for you and more difficult for myself and the other late neighbour lady. Because if you have to keep yo-yoing with repairs rather than doing something in the long term for a one repair and it lasts for ages, because it's what they call a long-term repair, then a long-term repair is a lot cheaper, than a lot less difficult for tenants and cheaper for yourselves than what it would be for a yo-yo repair.
Right, okay. Yeah, the leak comes on the flat above, so we need to make sure that we can gain access to the flat above. So that's why the tenants from upstairs need to call in, because if we can't gain access, then our engineers cannot stop the leak, and then the issue's going to persist, where you're going to have a leak coming through constantly. So that's why we need the upstairs flat to call in.
Well, she's not prepared to call you because she's admitting that there is no leak, even though this video has gone out on Facebook and she's shouting her tripes off at the door in front of M Y repair staff saying there's no leak. So I'm saying to her, there's 4 videos previously gone out on Facebook proving there is a leak. So open the doors to the staff and then they can check out why there's a leak again.
Yeah. So where is the leak coming through in the property right now? Is it in the kitchen, the living room, the bathroom?
It's coming through the light fittings. There's now no electrics for lighting.
Yeah, is that in the living room?
I'm having to resort to portable battery lights at the moment because I can't switch on the ceiling lights because it's dangerous.
Yeah. So whereabouts is it coming through in your living room?
No, it's coming through the light fitting in the hallway space in between the kitchen and bathroom door, which shouldn't be the case. It should be a permanent repair if you're 2 months ago, shouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's a new repair because I believe was the issue not resolved? Is the leak being stopped at all?
As I explained, it should have been fixed permanent 1 or 2 months ago when your staff came out to fix it. And this guy that was employed to do that has done a fantastic job with the toilet base with a durable plastic mount, which is a good idea. And I fitted a toilet seat a few weeks ago in good condition. And what else? He's also plunged the toilet, and I've got myself another plunger rather than phone your call centres up for ages. I can do it myself with my own plunger now. So this guy who you employ to do this, a lot of his work is 100% stable and good quality. So if you could ask him to double check his work to make sure it's reliable.
If you have any issues with any work that's being completed, you come out with the main office. We don't deal with that. What we deal with is emergency repairs, and as me and my colleagues have both stated, we need the upstairs flat to fall in, because if we can't gain access,
she's not going to phone in. She's not going to cooperate. You need to send somebody out and speak to her and get her to open the door.
Okay, but that's wasting our operatives' time if they can't. They're not going to open the door.
Right, because the building doesn't comply to building regulations, and you've not finalised the repair, and you've also allowed the conditions to be trashed. So the only other option is legal action.
Okay, then bring that out of the main office. That's not something we can deal with. We deal with the emergency repairs.
Because you should be reading the building regulations and making sure the repairs are...
We don't need to do that. We'll just be out of hours. We take the calls, we pass it through to the contractors. Anything else is referred to the main office. That's what they deal with.
No, you should all be fully aware of building regulations and having qualified staff to make sure that the job's 100%.
I can assure you all our staff are fully qualified. As the building regulations, contact the main office about that. They can read out their
there's no certificates or qualifications or diplomas of your staff on your website.
I'm asking I do apologise, but what relevance does this have?
It means that if you're going to do a repair, your staff need to know what they're doing. The only way they're going to know what they're doing is by passing the course at college and getting a diploma or certificate, whatever, to prove they can do the job. Because if somebody asks me a question about computers, it means that I'm qualified because I've got passed the course, I've got the certificates and diplomas. It means I'm qualified in what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, but we just need to go in circles here. I have advised that in order to get somebody out of your lease, we need, first of all, your details, which I believe you refuse to give. And secondly, we need to make sure that next
I've given you my details already. I've not refused to give you my details. Okay. Where's the evidence I've refused to give you my details?
This is a call recording, so my colleague asked me your telephone number, which you refused, and you said that we should have all this information. We still need to confirm.
But I've not refused. I've said you can check it on caller ID, on the caller ID.
Okay, but we don't have caller ID because it comes through the Regenda number. So right now it shows the 0151 number, which is the Regenda's divert number. It doesn't show your own.
I'm going to just go to accounts panel. I'll give you my phone number, okay? In case you might
okay, but you know what I'm trying to say is we need the upstairs flat to call in order to get somebody out.
But she's not going to call in because she's refusing to explain there is a leak.
Okay, what number is up to the upstairs flat?
I don't know what the neighbour's number. She's managed to steal my telephone line a number of years ago with a video already gone out on the internet.
No, so what I'm asking is what number flat is it? Bear with me.
Right, do you want my contact number that I'm not refusing to give?
Okay, there's no need to be farky. I'm just trying my best to help you. So just wait a moment, please. I'm going to try and get the details up for the what above. So just bear with me, please. Can you confirm your postcode for me, please?
Can I confirm what?
Your postcode. Right, just bear me a moment. the data protection. Can I take your telephone number, please?
You speak rather fast. Can you just say that again and slow your voice down, please?
Can I take your telephone number, please?
Right, I couldn't understand the pronunciation of what you were saying. It was spoken extremely fast. Properly.
Okay, are you with Regenda Homes?
You control the housing here, the repairs, and you get the money off the council for me living here. But my true home address is over in Reddish because I've been scammed out of my inheritance. I need to take legal action over. So what's happening is I'm living in worse conditions now. In the 21st.
What I'm trying to confirm is you're not on our database for Regenda covering your property.
Well, of course I am. It's a Regenda house, isn't it? It was formerly a West Pennine house, wasn't it, before? So it.
Okay, but you just said you're at flat. Okay, can you confirm your date of birth for me, please? Sorry, what's my name? Okay, can I ask what the leak is? The leak just dripping through?
So the leak is sometimes gushing more intensely from the light fitting, but it's now basically stopped, which is a bit of a good idea, though, isn't it?
Right. So is it currently leaking at this moment in time?
No, because there's a plastic large kitchen bin underneath, capturing the water as it's dripping from the light fitting from the ceiling, and it stopped about half an hour ago.
So it's not leaking currently?
No, but it's intermittently going to start leaking because it's not a permanent repair, is it?
Okay, but if it's not currently leaking at this moment in time, it's not an emergency. The leak has stopped.
It is because the light fitting is saturated
okay.
with water, and it could start a fire. Water electric.
Okay. If you let me speak, please. If you let me speak, I'll get an electrician out for you, but not a plumber if it's not leaking. Okay?
You need to make sure that if they put a note through a door and make it, if they don't want to, it is. I mean, she should wake up and answer the door if it's an emergency.
I've just spoken to her on the phone, and she said there's not a leak coming from my property. You just confirmed there's no leak going into your house.
Just say that again, please.
I've just spoken to the tenant above. They've advised that there's no leak coming from her property going to yours. You have then just confirmed that there's no leak at this moment in time.
No, I have, because I've got a time and date stamp clock with a video already on my Facebook account half an hour, 1 hour ago.
But you've just stated that there's no leak. The leak has stopped.
No, because it could start leaking any moment if she's doing stuff upstairs. It could start leaking.
That is a what-if situation. It's not currently leaking.
It's a dangerous situation. You've got water going through a light fitting that starts fires. She's supposedly interested in protecting people against fires, yet you've got a drenched light fitting, and whereby I've had to isolate the consumer unit circuit breaker. So what's happening now? All the lights are switched off on the wire connections going to the light fittings. There is no electrics going to the light fittings. There's only portable, battery operated, rechargeable torches inside the conditions.
Okay, so we'll get an electrician out for you, but a plumber, once it starts leaking we can't get a plumber out, so we'll get an electrician out for you now to check the electrics and that's it, okay?
No, you need to send out a plumber to her conditions to get her to have a look.
Okay, but at this moment in time, it's not an emergency. It's not leaking.
It is an emergency because you've got water going through a ceiling through a light fitting, and it's dangerous.
Okay, but that's not happening at this moment in time.
It's happened half an hour, 1 hour ago with the evidence.
Okay, but it has since stopped. Is that correct?
No, because you've not made it reliable repair. It should have been repaired one month ago with 100% reliable repair. It's not a reliable repair, is it?
Okay, you keep talking about repairs, and I'm just saying the same thing. It's not currently leaking, therefore I will get somebody out to the
Could start leaking in the
I will get it passed to a plumber.
Well, I can't be watching the ceiling all the time with cameras, can I? And lights.
But you have confirmed that it's when it does leak, it drips.
You need to send out a plumber to knock on the door to get her to inspect it because it's an emergency.
I cannot.
It's an emergency, so she needs to open the door.
You've just said it's not leaking.
It has been leaking, and she needs to open the door to get them to trace the issues.
Okay, but it isn't at this moment, and she's confirmed that
it's dysfunctional. The accommodation's not fit for purpose because you're not making sure repairs are 100%. It's illegal for me to live here. It's dangerous, the accommodation, and I should not be living here.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, you speak to the main officer. I'm sorry, we've been on the phone over 30 minutes. We're extremely busy. I will get an electrician out for you, okay?
Try and take some legal action over this because this should have been resolved 1 month ago.
Okay, then speak to the main office. I'm sorry, there's no leak currently at the moment. You are able to contain it when there is. So we'll get somebody out
because it could leak at any time.
Okay.
We need to send a plumber out to knock on the door because it's an emergency.
Okay, but it's not leaking at this moment in time, so we'll get an electrician out,
It could leak any time. That's not responsible behaviour, is it?
Okay, but it's not leaking at this moment in time, therefore it's not an emergency.
It could leak at any time because I don't know what's going on there, do I?
Okay, but it's a lot of what-if situations.
Yeah, and it's not 100% reliable situation, is it? The housing's not fit for purpose, is it?
Yeah, I am still here, but yeah, I'll get passed through to the electrician now. Thank you. Please hang up. Please hang up.
Hello, who's speaking, please?
It's Amy from Regenda.
Regenda.
Yeah, I just need to ask you a quick question in relation to getting the electrician out to you. I just need to know, is there any COVID-19 at all on the site? Anyone isolating?
No, because the testing for people with COVID-19 reported by non-mainstream media isn't accurate, and the antivirus reported by UK column media doesn't work. It reduces the immune system and it causes a person to die with more percentage of death issues than what it would do before. And
Okay, I just need to know, is there anybody with any symptoms, any newly developed coughs or anything on site at the moment?
What you
Just
need
so we
to
can get this engineer out to yourself.
No, because if you send out the electrician, I'm not going to open the door because it's not necessary, because I've isolated the electrics. And you should be you should be focusing your staff to the neighbour at flat 2 who's causing these issues, and I am not causing these issues.
That's absolutely fine. If you no longer require our engineer, we won't send one out to you. Okay,
Well,
thank
you have to take some legal action otherwise, because you're not looking after the place, are you?